So anyway, I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on if you've read Conan, and I'm not talking about the Tor books, but as you will see, when I found this Wikipedia page, I seriously almost crapped myself. Um, it has four different, no, five different chronologies, and um, this one here, the Miller Clark DeCamp. Um, this was an essay called "The Probable Outline of Conan's Career" from 1936, and uh, let's see. These revised versions of the chronology guided the order in which the stories were arranged when they were compiled into book form in the early series, published by Gnome Press, Lancer Ace, and Bantam. Um, and text from the chronology was used in these series to bridge gaps between stories. So, I don't know what's going on. Um, then there's an informal biography of Conan the Cimmerian. Um, Now, when the Tor books come up, I'm not getting into those as of yet. The only Conan stuff I know, besides the films, which is not anywhere near what Conan is supposed to be, is the comics, the Marvel comics from like the 70s and I think early 80s. Um, but I don't really know of any of his actual um, literary stuff. Now, Robert Jordan released a Conan Chronology by Robert Jordan in '87. um, Now, this chronology, including all Conan material written up to that point, including 15 of the 16 volumes of the series of Conan by Tor Books. Now, I don't know why he omitted the eighth, Conan the Valorous. It was first published in Conan the Defiant. It was heavily influenced by the original chronology. Okay, so if you look at this, this is insane. That's a lot of stuff right there. Um, Timeline of Conan's journeys in 97 and revised in 2004 was William Gallen Gray's attempt to create a chronology of all the stories, both Howard and pastiche. Let me see here. So this list is going to be even bigger. Good God. Now this one's kind of interesting. The Joe Merritt chronology. It takes that first one that was done in like 35 or whatever. The changes that it makes is that the Frost Giant's daughter is the first Conan tale. Now, I haven't read that, so any of you who have read that, let me know what you think about that. Does that make sense? That the four thief stories, The Tower of the Elephant, Hall of the Dead, God in the Bowl, and Rogues in the House, occur in a direct east to west sequence. Note, however, that this is not really a change, while other chronologies may intersperse pastiches in the sequence, all except the Dale Ripke chronology places these stories in the same order. Zuthal of Dusk, aka the Slithering Shadow. Oh, that makes more sense if it had a different name, because I couldn't find that story in my book. Has to occur before the Devil in Iron, as events of the former is referenced by Conan in the latter. And finally, the Veil of Lost Women occurs later in the series than previous assumed. So, when you look at it, I like how it's like set up like this. So you have the coming of Conan and all these stories. Conan the Barbarian, boom. The Sword of Conan, boom. King Conan and Conan the Conqueror. Um, this is pretty cool. The only thing I've read so far, I was looking at it yesterday. I read the Iberian Age, and it's a history that Robert E. Howard wrote that was basically like the Bible of the show, or the Bible of the book, meaning anything that happens in a Conan story has to fit into that history that he wrote. And whenever you do like a big project, or like when I was pitching animated shows to like Cartoon Network and Disney and the Hub, if that's still a thing, I don't even know. The thing that you needed to take in was a show Bible. And if you don't know what it is, look it up. It has a lot of information in it, but it's basically everything the writer's room would need to know about something, so everything is in continuity with each other. And so basically he did this and then published it, which is crazy. Like, I've never heard of someone publishing like a story Bible as a part of the lore. And maybe that's a big thing in fantasy, because that's probably, besides romance, the one pulpy genre that I am not like 100% on my knowledge of. So that was just really cool. It was very in depth. And I did find myself reading over some parts more than once because I was trying to make sure I knew who the peoples were and where they were in the land, kind of thing. But yeah, so that's the only thing I've read so far because I really want to. I don't necessarily want to read it in publication order, but it would actually, I don't know. See, what's the best thing? Because like I was reading on Reddit and stuff like that, that you could read it in publication order and it's fine. You could read it in chronological order and it's fine. The one thing I did see was that apparently in the beginning of his career or writing Conan, some of the works are not as good. So it's kind of hard reading it in publication order for some people because he wasn't as good at writing Conan as he was later. So reading something in chronological order might break that up a bit. But so this right here looks like a pretty good order to me. The Joe Merrick chronology. And then this is the Dale Ripke chronology. Let's see. Completely revised chronology, including one of those stories written or devised by Howard. Let me see. Completions of Howard's work by other hands and post-Howard works are not included. Most of the differences with Merrick fall in the middle of their respective efforts. The Dark Horse comic series is based on and mostly follows this chronology. So, I don't know what you think of the fragments or works that were finished by other people. um, but I'd be interested to hear what your thoughts are on that. Now, this right here is really cool. It's the compared order. It has all the different people who made different chronologies here. I'm sorry, my dog is distracting me really bad. Um, so you have all of these. Now, a lot of this has the Tor stuff in it, so not all of them used it. This is just so interesting to me. This is like a puzzle that needs to be solved, you know? Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So, anyway, I think I'm going to use this one, I think. I don't know. Let me know what you think. This is all very exciting. Yeah, so anyway, that's the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know, man, even let me know what your favorite Conan story is. That would be something awesome to know too, so I could take a look at those. All right, so until next time, everybody.